Wanna play this game? Wanna play this game, bro? Really? You wanna play this game, bro? Let me help you there. This guy wants to go back to his buddy so bad. A good enough position to shove him in the direction of... Bro, that's so close. Yes, we got him off. Can we get this guy? Come on. Yes! Right. So, today, we're gonna be playing some Lambio and we can already hear footsteps. What is going on? Well, it's been a minute since we played Lambio. So, we kinda have to get used to the whole bipedal, quadrupedal stance thing. That sounds like an Amarga. It's either an Amarga or it's multiple dinosaurs running. Okay, we can choose between different calls. Wow, this is actually quite fast. Then again, I just played Rex earlier. That's probably why it feels fast. But we do want to find out what is making those footsteps. Since it stopped, it's probably resting. But we can see it. It's an Amarga and a Dakarthy. Okay. A bit more than we can chew. Yeah, we got the old I'm a Herbie, so you must be friendly. Yeah, Dakarthy and the Amarga is a bit too much. But this duck's colors are so beautiful, wow. I think this is the most beautiful Dakarthy I've seen. Hello, mister. Do you have funny ideas about pushing me into water? I can heal it in an instant, so I don't really care. Oh, this is your... I could piss them off by destroying their nest, but I'm not gonna do that. Oh, there's a pack key. What is going on here? Why is there so many people? Hello, Mr. Packy. You're friendly as well. I mean, I could attack the Packy, and there's nothing it could do. He could try to hunt me. Well, his friends could try to catch up with me, but that wouldn't really do much. And if the Packy tried, I could just kick him to oblivion. So, let's quickly take a look at the skills that we're using. Forceful blows. 50% increased knockback. This family chorus gives us only 10% stamina, I believe, when not grouped. Musician anime. 50% knockback is quite insane. That's why we got it. Normal kick, normal metabolism. We went with healing presence because when you're sleeping or sitting, this is insane. Like, you will see throughout the video how much this heals you. Then braced legs, but we might try shove this episode. I don't need to explain when it comes to raised legs. Rodeo kick is just the best one, in my opinion. And dunking kick because it takes no stamina. It's actually quite amazing. You can escape into water if you want to. And then healing calls. Although I did get recommended to use combat calls. Attack damage, group members no, group members no. Not sure about that. Hustle. We'll stay with the healing calls for now. There's the Amarga. Now let's make our way towards Hunter's Thicket. Like, I did get recommended shove in order to catch up with people. And it would probably, let's see if it does knockback. Knocking back enemies, it's probably really strong with a 50% increased knockback passive. But then again, it's gonna take stamina though. I'm not sure how much I like that, because as you can see, Lambio, it doesn't have the greatest stamina. And we do need stamina for Rodeo Kick and for the healing call. So letting go of one of the, letting go of the best passive in the game, or a gap closer that takes stamina, I don't see that being a good idea, quite honestly. If it was something like a Leighton, I would be fine with having 3 stamina spending abilities. But this is not a Leighton, is it? But we will see how it goes. Right now, if we could get a trophy, that would pretty much wrap up our growth quite nicely. And yikes, I thought I could get up here. But water is a non-issue for Lambio, because dunking kick is amazing. Oh, you could give up Rodeo Kick and do a meme build and just run with webbed feet. I believe you give up Rodeo Kick for it, yep. And you get 50% decreased stamina drain in water, which is quite honestly insane. I guess if you got... Let me pull up the wiki, guys, and let's just think straight about this, shall we? So let's just see how much damage and knockback the shove does, because I just got an idea. Shove does 20 damage and 20 knockback. That is 5 knockback more than Rodeo Kick. Ah. And it costs 2.5 stamina to use. It's not the worst stamina cost. Is that a Titan? Yeah, that's a Titan. So here's the idea I got. We could potentially get rid of Rodeo Kick, use webbed feet, and use shove instead of what's it called? Use shove instead of braced legs, and we would have a water build. Oh, you sweet summer child. Okay, I thought it was fully grown. Yikes. Didn't dunking kick do damage? Pretty sure it did. So we would have kind of a... We could also make use of bipedal stance and do a lot of damage with kick. And we could use shove and play it kind of like a packy. That could make for an interesting build, you guys. Like a bit different from the old one-trick pony shove attack. What's up, bro? He did not expect that. Look at him running away. Lol. Mr. Titan. You're sub, but not quite. Are you friendly? Because I'm not, if you are. Oh, I should have not tanked that. You gotta bait his heavy bite. $60. I guess we can get a bit lower. Are you regenning Stamboy? Yeah, there we go. No! Oh. Oh man. Yeah. I did not expect to get that low. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. That was bad. I was basically just waiting to get like 20% and just heal off that bleed and then pop off healing call. I think the Titan was just getting bloody there at the end. Oh man. But the Dinon there just pounced me at the nick of time. Oh well, that's a lesson learned for another time. Just instead of saving on the ability and losing your dino, rather lose the ability and save your dino. Does that make sense? Big Quell Lake is a popular place right now. Okay. That's where we shall be headed then. So yeah. I am quite... Okay, so we're gonna get location quests and grow this way. That's pretty nice, actually. So I am guilty of being that kind of player who kinda saves an ability or, I don't know, an item for when you need it. And when you need it, they don't use it. And then they just get yeeted into the Shadow Realm. And wonder why. And, you know, like kinda preferring to save the ability instead of your character, which doesn't make any sense, but it is a tough habit to break. I have to say, I do have this problem in a lot of games. I either get too greedy with saving my ability, or I'm just like, I'm gonna use it when I need it, and exactly when I need it, I don't use it. I'm like, maybe there's gonna be a more dire situation when I can need it and I don't have it. And that's not really the proper way to do things when you play. You should just, the moment you have like a 10% need of it, just use it right away. I'm not saying you're 90% HP and you're gonna use that, but if you're half HP, just use the healing call. I could have won the battle had I used it there. But anyways, like I said, that's a lesson. Win or lose, I gain knowledge and you guys gain knowledge, and that is a big win for me. I am completely and totally fine with that. Now that might have been a good thing that we got respawned here, because we might get a really nice... some really nice content this way. So the problem with Shove is that 20 damage is really low. Because Rodeo Kick does... what? 80 damage, so 4 times that. So whilst the shove build could be fun to play, it will leave a lot to be desired in terms of damage. Okay, so there's no way here. I have to take this direction. One thing that really throws me off in games is when I want to get from point A to point B. And the only way to do that is to go around loops. And that is not ideal. Okay, this is a really nice matchup here. A Metri, a Conka. Is that a Pykno and an Aloe? Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. But we can use a magic trick, which might backfire. Might not. But these guys are beelining it for me, so they're already interested. So let's take them on a little hill here. Ooh, we can hear a Meg as well. Hello, mister. Come on then. I gotta heal this bleed. Well, they want none of this. Bro, are you serious, little rat? Come here, it's friendly, guys. It's absolutely imperative that I heal here. Oh my god, look at this. You like that 70 damage, Lebroski? But they really abandoned the hunt, huh? The only time where corner camping feels amazing. And it's completely warranted here. What's up, you boys? You wanna try me? Oh, hello, Rexy boy. That might be bad if you decide to attack me. Look at the little rats friendly calling the Rex so that he attacks me instead. Nice. Nice one. Good luck getting down. Don't know how good my bone break resistance is. I'm not gonna chance that. You guys like this? Gotta be careful, another Rex is coming. Might have not the best intentions in mind. I need to heal now. Like, real bad. Don't you dare, Rexy boy. I'm helping out your friend, don't betray me. Ooh, that was a nice bite, Rexy boy. Why are you doing that? Gotta wait for his surprise attack to be done. Really, bro? Wanna play this game? Wanna play this game, bro? Really? You wanna play this game, bro? You wanna play this game? Really, you sneaky sneak? That's what you get. Can you bring me the trophy if you're kind enough, Mr. Ramp? Now I gotta protect this Rex. But I also have to protect myself, you see. This is so fun right now. Left. Bro, this guy is draining us. Can't you see? Draining our food, little rat. Oh no. This guy has not good intentions in mind. Oh, never mind. That does it. Okay, let's go to a semi-safe spot and try to get the healing in. But these guys are gonna interfere, aren't they? See if we can bait them. Look at that heal, you guys. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not stupid. It's not gonna happen. This doesn't sound good. What is your knockback resistance, bro? No, I'm dead. You're so bad. Get away from me. We might just make it if we're not followed by the megs. Wow, I can't believe we're living through this. Ooh, what a wild ride, you guys. Hey. Now, we could use an alpha critter. The one that has, like, you know, Struthio speed. That would be fun. Are we gonna get stuck here? I think we are. Yay! Well, you know what? We got super healing. As long as we don't get super ganked, we're gonna heal really fast. Watch this, guys. Look at that heal. And we're low on, well, our food and thirst aren't ideal. So our healing speed is hampered by roughly 70%, sorry, 50% around. But since we have healing presence, it doubles our heal. Which is really good. It's really, really good. So we're gonna be able to get back into the fight and possibly help the Rex. Now, the more I play, the more I realize the usefulness of shove. Not for closing gaps, but for pushing targets off. Because we can face them, and we can ram them, and the shove does even more knockback. Just imagine even more knockback. You saw how much the rodeo kick was yeeting the Rex away. So shove is gonna do 25% more of that distance. That is insane. That is why we're running with, what's it called? This one. The forceful blows, 50% increased knockback. Guys, that is... I don't think you realize how powerful that is. But I think you kinda got an idea there where when I yeeted that Rex. That was so good. We're almost good to go. Man, I should play Lambio more often. What am I doing? This is so fun. Shove might be... This might be the only dinosaur where I take something else other than braced legs. For the same slot. Let's see how much stamina rodeo kick does, just for reference. Shove takes 2.5. Rodeo kick takes 7.5. Oh my god, yeah, that's like 3 times shove. And I don't know if it's me, but shove, rodeo kick doesn't seem to be taking that much stamina. So if rodeo kick isn't taking that much stamina, then it means we're not really gonna feel the usage of shove as much as I would think. Now the main question is, are those titans gonna turn on the Rexes? I mean, did they turn on the Rexes already? Because quite some time passed. But man, what a mix-backer fest this area is right now. Yeah, they're still fighting, wow. Those Megaronis are quite determined. We got our primal call, primal mount, whatever, ready again. Oh my god. Did we really just misclick that? Yikes. Then we don't have it anymore. Poor hats. Just got deleted. Guys, we just whiffed our primal mount. That's a fat yikes. Looks like the Titans did indeed turn on the Rexes. Yep. That is just foul. They were already fighting like 5 mags. That's such a rat thing to do. But it's Titan players, cannot expect too much from. Wait, he took no damage? Oh, he must have leap. He wants to return to his buddies. Lol. Not sure how good of an idea it is for me to linger here, since it might call for backup. Let me help you there. This guy wants to go back to his buddies so bad. I just heard something bite that's not a mag. That thing. That thing is a titan, huh? So the titans are down there. Unless that's a random titan. Well, we are currently the king of the hill. So our best job right now would be to just yeet people off cliffs constantly. Oh, hello, Mr. Megaroni. Fancy seeing you here. You gotta pay the tax if you wanna pass. Yeah? Yeah? Got something to say? Well, we could do something. We could go get some water. And after that go to the home cave. And equip shove. I think that's a plan. I think that sounds like a solid plan. And let's not be... Ooh, perfect. Water and food both. Let's not forget that we have a superpower, you guys. What is this? There's no eating animation for this. Nice. We have a superpower, and that superpower is being able to swim. We just gotta bear in mind that mechs can swim as well. But still. Like, we can totally make it to the other side if we start swimming right now. This is so intense. It's all rainy and there's low visibility. And like, this is the time where you can never hear a crouching Rex, ever. We have to take... Yeah, we gotta take a detour. Because if we go this way, we're gonna get clapped, but we have to go this way, like that. Now it hurts my soul to get rid of braced legs. But if I catch a whiff of shove not being that useful, even a little bit, I'm just gonna switch back to braced legs. But we gotta give shove a chance, you guys. You know, every time I play, every dinosaur I try, I always try to find the build that works best for me, personally. And then after that, I try to explain to you guys how best to use said build. So we're always after... Not precisely... Not exactly the best build, but rather the best way to play a dinosaur. And those two things are different. It's not the same. Because there's a certain mindset and strategy behind playing every dinosaur, and as you guys already seen by now, I have already discovered that for Packy, and the build that works best for me for Packy is the charge kickboxer build. However, the playstyle that works best for me with Packy is the playstyle that is revolved around strategic timing. Timing your abilities, being super patient. And you've seen the results that has netted me in my previous 2 Packy episodes not too long ago. So yeah. Now, can we get up there without breaking a leg? No pun intended. Ooh. Ooh. Living life on the edge, aren't we, Dakarthy? Ay ay ay. Getting anxiety here. Well, if you guys have ever played the Isle Legacy, you would have gotten even more anxiety. You would have never even tried to pull this. Because there you don't break a leg, you break your entire dino in one go. Unless you're a raptor or a carno. Like, let's slide a little bit here. Oh, never mind. Well, Lambio has really good traction, wow. That's quite nice. Quite refreshing. Alright. We made it to the home cave. Now it's the moment of truth. Or like the Brits like to say, the moment of truth. The moment of truth, you guys. So, where is it? We go for shove. And shove now should give us more knockback. Then rodeo kick. This is gonna be insane. I love this passive. This is probably the second best passive after brace legs. Voodoo expands, huh? So the fight has moved on to there now. Yikes. Oof, I can already feel the pain of not having brace legs. But you gotta make sacrifices for science. In the name of science, you guys. Oh, science! Raw science. Is it raw science? I'm pretty sure it's raw science. Yeah, raw science is a reference to the game Grounded, in case you've played it. That's such a nice game, actually. I miss playing that. Alright, let's see. How much stam? Little bit of stam. Let's see how much of a speed boost, though. Quite a bit of speed boost. The animation is really freaking weird, though. So Lambio is kind of like a cross between a Metri and a Hats. With a whole knockback thing and healing thing. If it makes sense, it makes sense. Ouch. Yeah, and it's so foggy right now. Let's see if anybody's on top. The magic spot. I think there is. Possibly. You can still smell the Rexes up there. This is the Rex that we threw off. Hello, Mr. Layton. Yeah, the Rex body is still up there. Wait, is that a mech body? Or is it the Rex? Ah, that's the Rex. For a second, the tail looked like a meg. For a teeny tiny split second. I mean, we could be obnoxious and just spam calls here to try to draw attention. Maybe, let's try that. Wait, you cannot use shove while bipedal as well. Right. Because when you're bipedal, your kick attack does double damage. Actually a bit more than double damage. Quite a bit more. It does 30 when you're quadrupedal. And bipedal stance it does 70. So that's 2.5 times more damage. I don't really want to go down there in the open with this kind of low visibility. Because I don't know what's waiting for me. That's the problem. However, ooh, the video's quite a bit old right now. So we can't stay here forever. You know what, let's see what we see, shall we? At the end of the day, what's the worst thing that can happen? Except for losing a quarter a bar of growth. Okay, that's a Mr. Hats right there. He's being attacked by the Layton. Should we interfere? Looks like they're having fun. I'm just watching. You guys do your thing. Don't want to ruin a perfect 1v1. Dynon and Layton. So the Hats is just... You guys, they know that they can get up there, right? They decided to simply abandon attacking the Hats. Broski could have just jumped up here quite easily and pounced the Hats. But that Layton, why that... Ah. Did he assume I was gonna protect the Hats or what? Why would he give up such a nice hunt? He did so much damage. Like 1 or 2 more pounces would have finished the job there. Right. That's such a... That's so anticlimactic right there. Let's see if anybody is at the water source, because I'm assuming that's where people are gonna be. Now, one thing I wonder is, if a raptor is jumping and pouncing at me mid-animation, and I rodeo kick, are they gonna latch or are they gonna get tossed off? You know, this fog kind of brings me to the idea, and this is probably a feature in Beasts of Bermuda, because I've heard something along those lines from my friend. But the game should have like really heavy storms, even heavier than before. More foggy and more rainy. And it should have some dinosaurs that are specialized in hunting during storms. Like, rather than have that stupid freaking passive that Layton has that works during night, rather give Layton better storm visibility and make them more dangerous during a storm. That would make them more scary as well. Make them see farther during a storm. Like 3 to 5 times farther than everybody else. But also give them like glowing eyes or something that can kinda make them scarier and easier to see when up close. By dinos that don't have good visibility during storms. What am I hearing? Yep. Told you guys they'd be here. Okay, I've got an idea. They don't know I'm here. So let's get in a position where I can shove them inside water. Hello, mister. I wasn't in a good enough position to shove him in the direction of. Come on, donkey kick. Bro, what? Oh, that was a nice juke. Well done. Why is donkey kick not doing damage, bro? What the hell? That's so stupid. Come here, Lebroski. His friend doesn't give a crap. Ooh, that was almost good enough to push him in. Come on, attack my tail, bro. Oh, it's free real estate, bro. Attack my tail. I'll make it easier for you. Here you go. This is such a nice bait to get them into water. But something tells me they're just too scared to do it. In which case, if they are too scared, I guess I'm just gonna destroy their nest. Why is Donkey Kick not dealing damage though? That's so messed up. Because the tooltip says that it deals damage. And also, what's it called? Let's see, Donkey Kick. The wiki also says that Donkey Kick deals damage. So what the hell, Alderon? Deals 50 damage according to the wiki. I do not understand. See if this gets their attention. Doesn't seem like it. Oh. How much HP does this nest have? Maybe it doesn't get outright destroyed. I'm assuming. Another sip. Nice. Let's go back to Salt Flats. Maybe find somebody there. Where Chunker Boy? Chunkers Boy. Wow, this visibility. Quite insane. That's a critter. Look at this. Would make for a nice thumbnail, I think. It looks like we're on Mars or something. Like a whole different planet. Well, if there's nobody here, we should just move toward. Okay. That's good. Hello, mister. Having trouble fighting a critter. Well, let's annoy him by camping the body after he's done. Possibly force him to fight us. Like that, bro. Bro, that was the most stupid juke ever, but it worked. Who's inviting you to join? Why is this guy just befriending himself with me? Oh! Oh, mister. He's gonna jump down, isn't he? Oh, you got him. There we go. Is he gonna be a nice guy and bring me the trophy? No, he's not a nice guy. Well, can we somehow... Oh, we can. Toss him off? Come on. Bro, that's so close. Yes, we got him off. Look, a man's gotta eat. I also need a trophy. Bipedal for more damage, come on. There we go. Okay. Again, I said it in my previous video. Don't just AFK, I mean don't just log out instantly, because this can happen. The same thing that happened with the Amarga earlier. And I'm not gonna turn down a free trophy when I'm pretty much in need of growth. The thing is, I still haven't had the chance to properly test shove. So I'm not sure if I should switch to... Well, that was really cool, because I was able to catch up to the Layton rather easily. So I think we'll keep shove and just wait for the proper opportunity to test it out with cliff throwing. I guess it's only fair that we give it another chance. Oh, that roar. Avatar of obnoxious. You hear that turtle noise? That's what the Alderon developers hear every time they're doing balance changes in the game. That's what goes on in their mind. Pure chaos. You guys probably think that I hate Alderon because I take shots at them almost every time I talk about them. But if they actually did changes, like if the majority of the updates they do and the TLCs, well, the TLCs are not bad, but if the vast majority of the balance quote-unquote changes they do weren't like 1 step forward and 10 steps backwards, I wouldn't speak so ill of them, but it is what it is. I have to speak the truth. I'm not making those things up. They really have no clue how to balance the game. Like, in every single game that I've played, especially games that are competitive PvP games, for example Dota 2, the developers, when they wanted to nerf a certain playable or their abilities, they would nerf them by increments of 5 to 10% absolute max. And 5 to 10% of a nerf was enough to shift the entire meta. That's how heavy of a hit 5 to 10% was for abilities. And then you have Alderaan, they're like, this dinosaur is a bit too powerful. How about we completely demolish it by removing the ability altogether, or having its HP, wink wink looking at you, Sarko. Or we buff it by giving it a passive that increases the damage of the most damaging ability by 300%. Looking at you, Kickboxer, when you first got released. Like, these kind of changes, balance change, it's an insult to call them balance changes. I don't know, like, it's like they've never played games before in their lives, let alone their own game. It does sound negative, but it's seriously, it is worse than I'm making it sound. If you've ever played any competitive PvP games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's to hoping they get the memo sooner than later. Because it will just make the whole community, the entire game, a better game if they do balance changes properly. So people don't have to constantly just shift from dino to dino or have their favorite playable destroyed completely. Because Sarko right now doesn't deserve to be the state it is in. As much as I dislike Sarkos and Sarko players in general, they don't deserve the treatment they got. It's just ridiculous. But yeah. See if we got water here. Nice. Perfectly crystal clear water. Now, it's almost an hour, but I kind of want to get another fight in, so I kind of want to make it to Grand Plains and try to get another fight in. I do feel like I'm hearing footsteps in the distance at around 2 o'clock. But it might just be me. Okay, we're topped off on water. Now we just need a bit of food, but we're fine on food as well. When we arrive at Grand Plains, there's like 2 or 3 berry bushes at the entrance. Yeah. Could have been a nice leg break had I just kept running here. So I have reason to believe that the shove ability has a really short range. Like, it looks like you're hitting them with your head, but in reality you have to touch them with your chest in order for the hit to register. Because it kind of looked like I was phasing through the Layton there when I was chasing it. But it's quite a nice gap closer. That Layton could do nothing to get away from me, and I am slower than a Layton. I think I'm about, if I'm not mistaken, Lamb is around either 1000 or 950 move speed, which is about 50 to 100 slower than a Layton. And we were using one shove, and that was just enough to put us in the face of a Layton. So that is quite nice. Ooh, berry bush. Nice. We can take this opportunity to eat and at the same time just regen some stam, because why not? Pretty sure I'm hearing footsteps. And there's plenty of cliffs here. I could play like that Packy the other day and just bait people into cliff. That would be nice. Did he just jump into water? He did. But that's adolescent Layton. Quite brave, actually. I would have been scared that Alderon would have just considered that a fatal height to fall into water. Despite being a Layton. What is that? Something big just flopped there. Look at that little circle. Whoops. Sorry if I just rodeo kicked the mic there. I kind of want to get behind that Sarko and throw him into land. Ooh, there's quite a bit of enemies. It's Packies, right? Yeah. Oh, this guy is scared. Just ran into water straight away. Oh wow, that's a lot. Not sure if I want to stir up that hornet's nest, but we could potentially stir it up in the hill here. That's a lot of raptors, though. That's a problem. And the cliff could be a double-edged sword here, because the Packies can also eat me. If these guys smell blood, I'm in trouble. I think they do. Wait, I can play the smart game, you guys. Remember when I said I can use water? Because cliffs is not a smart decision right now. Yeah, there we go. Already after me. Double broski. They seem interested. Yucks, we're already low enough. Yep. That's just too many of them. Can we get this guy? Come on. Yes! Just spam. We actually got him. Oh my god, there was just too many people. And I took too much damage from the Conka, but we actually managed to get the Megalania. And possibly maybe a raptor that I did not see. But wow, that Meg just took all those rodeo kick headshots like an absolute Chad. Oh my god. Lambio is just fun, you guys. It's a shame not to play this dinosaur. And I'm pretty sure that I've changed a lot of you guys' minds about playing Lambio. It's definitely a super rare dinosaur. And a lot more people should play it, and it's super powerful. This is what I don't get. Lambio is really powerful, so why more people don't play it? I don't get it. Oh, you have the home cave thing, huh? Wait, you want to play, don't you? Right, okay, let's go play, come. I know you want to play. Let's just devise a little clever plan how to play with this strike. Let's bait him to a cliff. Olabroski. He looked kinda at the ready there to go after me. Oof, not like this. See you later, bro. Have a nice swim. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good. Oh man, we're probably... What are you looking at? We're probably in trophy cooldown. Oh, this strike must feel so dumb right now. I even knocked him back like twice before throwing him off the cliff. And he still fell for it. He just was like, I'm gonna use my sharpen and do a lot of damage and take down this lamb. Like, all he thought was the fact that he used sharpen. And he just put his brain into autopilot. It does look pretty though. That's a nice thumbnail material right there. Beautiful. Well, I did say I wanted to get some more action before ending the video, and I did get precisely that. Oof. See guys, see why you should play more Lambio? Did I convince you now? Quit playing all the popular dinos, play Lambio. Give it a chance. It's amazing. Let's go to the homie cave. The homie cave. Where all the homies are at. Know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying dog. What up, dog? You know where the homies at, dog? Okay. And let's test one more thing. before we go. And that is the turn in place in quad stance. Bipedal stance is much faster, yep. Okay. That's good to know. Even though we're probably never going to use that, simply because it's going to disable our rodeo and shove. Oh, this was amazing, guys. Right, so time to end the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't to the channel, and join as a member if you want to support the channel further. And play Lambio. It's good for you, it's good for the community, it's good for everybody. Play more Lambio. Become a Giga Chad, solo Lambio Giga Chad that just rodeo kicks everyone into oblivion. Here's one more showcase, last showcase of my build. Take a screenshot and use it if you want to. And I will see you guys on the next one. So take care and bye-bye.